Welcome to BigBossBattle.com. My name is Ramil Sanity, and today we are looking at Blackhole Complete Edition from developer Yellowsoft Studios for the Xbox One. So, what is Blackhole, the Complete Edition? The best way to describe Blackhole is that it is a hardcore 2D platformer that utilises a 360 degrees turntable on the actual platform in which to conquer a variety of challenges that the game provides you. So what is the premise for the game? Well, like any good adventure, you are part of a crew that has been sent out in a spaceship to basically destroy black holes. So you're probably thinking you're one of these masters, the actual main hero, you're the head honcho of the crew. No, you are the coffee guy. Anyway, after a particular accident, you are sucked into said black hole and are awakened within the entity. Now, the entity is an unidentified object that resembles a planet, and it is also the location that becomes your base of operations. Once you awake on entity, you realise that your ship is completely damaged and your crew is missing. The only thing to guide you is a quite testy AI that basically becomes your PDA. So it's up to you to not only restore your ship but find your crew. And this is where the gameplay starts off. Now, Entity is split into different worlds, and they all have different obstacles to overcome. Within these worlds, there's roughly around about 12 levels each that you must retrieve self-burners. Now, what are self-burners? Well, self-burners are effectively nanobites, and these nanobites help repair the ship and open up vortexes to other worlds. Now, in each world, there's also a crew member which you need to save and rescue, and this is normally by overcoming a particular boss or a particular speed run or a particular level. Now, within the first few levels of each world, it will basically lay out the new mechanics, so it lets you get to grips with how this works. Gathering self-burners usually consists of kind of logical explanations, but you have to combat gravity in order to really get your head around it and your character around it. Now, each level will have different gravity points that will change the rotation of the screen, allowing you to reach places that were inaccessible beforehand. And this is the core gameplay of the game. It makes it challenging, it makes it fun, and it really does make it a brain teaser. Blackhole is a hardcore platformer, but it also has a tip to it which produces a great balance to accommodate everyone. Now, on each level you have to retrieve a minimum of one self-burner to complete the mission. Normally there's around 3 or 4, but there is a particular issue with this. If you die, it resets the entire level, so you can still proceed by gaining one self-burner, and you can complete the story doing that. But most of all, you'll probably end up wanting to try and get as many as you can, because it's more of like a completionist task. And if you're kind of slightly OCD like myself, you'll want to try and get as many self-burners and complete the levels as quick as possible. Now, also with the levels, there is a leaderboard. So basically, this is how quickly you do it, and that tallies you up at the end of each level. I must admit, this was great inclusion, and I often try to see if I could actually redo the level so I could get myself on top of the leaderboard. Now, if you find yourself dying way too much and not getting enough of the self-burners that you want, they have actually added a adventure mode. Choosing this mode will allow you to enjoy the story mode while still gathering all the self-burners. So basically what that means is, within the level you can grab a self-burner and then head back to a save point, and this will save the game. So if you die, you still have that self-burner banked. Otherwise, if you don't do that, one death and it restarts the level, as I said. This is great for those who want to go through the entire game and complete every single self-burner and collectible that you want. Now, it's not just the levels themselves that contain collectibles. Die around like the main hubs or worlds. There is a variety of collectibles in there which adds back to the backstory. These are like, how I explain it, they're basically data pads with a voice, basically almost like a recording of a discussion, which helps you give you an understanding of the reason why you're there, what is the meaning of the black hole situation, and also why you've been chosen. Now, it's not just the levels that can be rotated 360 degrees. The main worlds themselves can be rotated as well, and there is a lot of challenges within these main hubs. I found this fantastic, and one of the little good things I found was that you could zoom out and see the whole map, and it's only when you see the whole map that you realise that this world is a 3D cube which you can rotate to try and work out how to get these specific real goodies. Now, besides the actual main game, Filosoft Studios has also added 2 DLC packs. One of them is a test lab which is set before the events and explains how you receive your role. It's kind of like a cheeky twist on Portal, and the second pack provides a bit more for the hardcore fans. This is like a director's cut and has a large, extremely difficult set of levels for you to complete. Ones are really going to keep you challenged and hardcore. Also, at the end of the game, there is a kind of like a extra piece of DLC. Once you complete the game, there is a variety of levels which help explain what happens after the game. And this I really felt was really good because it added more weight to the overall story. And this leads me on to the graphics of the game. The graphics of the game are really beautiful to look at, for me at least. I found them reminiscing back to, harping back to my retro days. They're clear, they're crisp, they show you exactly what you need to see. Each world is different, each world is unique, each item or each entity, I should say, really is clear and crisp. The graphics are beautiful, bright, clever. They really are a joy to look at. When I was running around and swapping and rotating the worlds by 360 degrees, I found no frame rate issues, no lag, and it really was a joy to behold. This is going to be a firm favourite for really the younger generation, but also for us older types. I really like the colour palette here. It's beautiful and each world works perfectly. And this leads me on to the sound of the game. The sound itself, it's alright. It's not going to get your blood pumping. The sound is crisp and clear, but it's just there as a filler, and to be honest with you, that's okay. That's because the gameplay is so strong. What I will say though is the dialogue between the characters is very sharp and witty, and there's a few F-bombs in there, so if you're a parent, please be aware. Overall though, it does its job. It doesn't do anything more, it doesn't do anything less. It's alright. It's a decent situation for the game. So what do we think about the game? Well, here at Big Boss Battle, we give this game a big thumbs up, and this is for the following reasons. The gameplay for this game is absolutely brilliant. It's addictive, it's fun, and there is so much content here, it will keep you entertained for hours and hours. The inclusions of the extra DLC is perfect. The graphics themselves are clear and crisp and beautiful to look at, and the sound's not too bad either, but overall it's the gameplay that will keep you coming back for more and more. And it's not a bad price either. Currently right now on the Xbox One, it's about £12 or about $15. This is a game that, if you like hardcore platforms, will suit you, but also if you're you're a casual gamer, there is the option there for you to enjoy this as well. If you want a brain teaser, this is it. If you want an old school retro platform, this is it. If you want something to plough loads of hours in for a small price as well, this is it. We can't recommend this game enough. This is a great title by a great developer, and we really can't wait to see what more they come up with. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy the review. Please give it a like, and also tell us what you think about it. Anyway, we hope you have a great time gaming, and we'll see you again soon.